Oh shit, Madara was a caveman. Anyway, in this episode, right, it starts off exciting, then we get into some flashbacks and shit like that. But they do reveal some stuff about Obito and what happened to him. Anyway, Madara's there. He wants his fucking fan back. He was like, give me my shit. Obito, he flings it to him, but he spins. He's like, spins it to him, right? Naruto, now, this was the crazy thing. Madara automatically knew that Naruto was a shadow clone. Damn, this dude is sharp. So he says, well, where's the real one? And he couldn't sense him, so he says, oh, okay, he's in your dimension, he's in your domain waiting to fuck you up if you get there. So he already peeped game, he knew the strategy, like just that quick. The dude is sharp. He is sharp. I gotta admit that. I gotta hand it to him. Naruto then came up though, because he was able to use Bijudama in, has his shadow clones can use a Bijudama, so that's fucking out of this world. But anyway, his shadow clone comes at Madara. Madara takes the fan, blocks it, and Naruto's thinking, what the fuck? He said, how come it didn't explode? You know what I'm saying? Nothing happened. And Madara just like, Uchiha reflection, slapped him. He bitch slapped shit out this dude, man. Slapped the taste right out of his mouth, right? So after that, Shadow Clone's gone. They go to Obito. They zoom in. Oh, this really is Obito. Well, Madara asked him a couple questions like, what was going on, why you rushed and whatnot. And Obito go take care of Kakashi and the guy, and I'll take care of the Nine Tails and Eight Tails. But anyway, we zoom in on Obito, and they get the flashback. Now, they do the flashbacks that we already saw. That was the crazy shit. The flashbacks that they showed was the ones we already saw, when he stabbed the guy like this with the kunai and all that kind of stuff. Then they went into some flashback we didn't see, which was when they went to save Rin. Obito was getting used to using the Sharingan, and he got better because he was able to see things he couldn't before. He was able to see people's moves before they did it. You know how the Sharingan can keep up with it and copy things. Y'all know how the Sharingan works. Anyway, he was able to do that. That helped them defeat the guy, saved Rin, got caught in the avalanche. Wait. Oh, hover around. I'm thinking. I got him confused. It's hover around. They got him caught in the avalanche, right? He got crushed. Now you see his right side got crushed. Now, and now that we know that it appears that his right side wasn't crushed. He just must have got scraped up or something like that. And the crazy part about that is, if they wanted to show that, why didn't they show like his head hanging out and just like from this part on down was under the boulder? You understand? Then we'd know, okay, his head didn't get crushed. But then when and what you call him, my boy Kakashi was grimy back to this motherfucker, man. As soon as Rin got captured, he said, let's keep moving. Like, I can understand that you gotta move, but damn, they ain't give it 3 minutes. Like, damn, he didn't care. Then Obito gave him his eye. He said, get the fuck out of there. Kakashi said, let's roll. Right then and there, he was grimy back in the day. So anyway, after that, there's an avalanche, and it covers Obito up. Looks like it crushes him the rest of the way. But then we cut to Madara, and Madara says, wait, did we cut to him? No, we didn't cut to him, but Madara said that it appeared that he was able to phase through it. So, which doesn't make any sense, because not only did he not have the Mangekyo Sharingan, he didn't even have the the 3 orbitals on his Sharingan either. His Sharingan wasn't even nowhere near fully developed. It only had 2 of those specs. Not only that, it wasn't like I said, it wasn't Mangekyo Sharingan. It wasn't the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan either. So that didn't make any damn sense. And another thing is, when you switch people's eyes, do you keep if I'm not mistaken, when you switch people's eyes, your Sharingan combines with the other guy's Sharingan to create the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. So Obito was able to unlock the Mangekyo Sharingan the same way Kakashi was, without that other bullshit going into it, and he didn't go blind. So okay, so they both was able to do that. Okay. Anyway, get into some more shit. Obito is, fucked up. Madara tells him what's going on. He says, I'm using this ghetto Megazord. I'm feeding off that chakra in order to stay alive. Obito says, I got to get the hell out of here because I got to help my friends, meaning Ren and Kakashi. He said, we just started getting along. I don't want to end this shit just yet. And he starts crawling for freedom or whatever. And then that was the end of the episode. To be honest, like I said, this episode started off, it was exciting the first couple minutes. And then they went to the flashback. The flashback that we didn't see, no, or I don't believe we seen, like with the one when they saved Ren and the avalanche finished, like it came down on them. Like I think they only showed the boulder laying on top of them before. And then that kind of stuff, that was cool. But why they show all these flashbacks that we just seen last? Every flashback that they showed last episode, they showed again in this episode. That was crazy. I don't think this episode came off as well as the manga did. It just didn't. It didn't. The manga was okay, but this episode just didn't come across as it did. It was just like real slow. We seen a whole bunch of shit that we already knew about. For people that only watch the anime, even them, I bet you they was like, damn, it wasn't that much, okay, Madara saved him. That's all we find out in this episode. That's it. And some shit that didn't make sense, like how he phased through it without the Sharingan. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just say 2.5, close to 3, 2.5, close to 3. But go ahead and leave your comment, let me know what you think about this episode. If you like the video, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe. Anime and manga means more. And the manga, what's my man name? Madara was a pedophile. They even said it. He was a pimp. He said that he wanted some pleasures from Obito. I guess he was waiting for him to get older. That's why he was had him in that cave, nurturing them. I guess he was waiting for him to get old enough because he didn't want to. Maybe he wasn't a child molester. He was waiting for him to get old enough. He didn't want to break the law just then. Anyway, peace.